Hey guys, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV located out of Belton, Missouri. Today I'm going to show off this beautiful 2025 Tiffin Allegro Open Road 34 PA. What a beautiful coach, right? You got your big beautiful bonded windshield up here up front. And I do love this badging that they got up here, the Allegro Open Road. There is a lot going on with this coach. I like the fact that we got the bigger 22.5 wheels here. They're all aluminum. This is going to be 255/80 22.5 Michelin tires. And then as we get ready to make our way, I do want to point out how they've got that spray line in all these different cargo bays. Just really nicely done. So as we get ready to come up to our second bay here, I really like the dedicated area here for all your hydraulics, for your leveling, your slides. And Tiffin just does such a great job on their coaches, whether it's their gas coaches or their diesel pushers. I get it about right here, let go, and it just shuts so nicely. So just some of the nicest doors built in the RV industry. Coming up to our next bay, we do have another spray line bay right here. I do like how they've got this box kind of blocked to where nothing's going to get harmed, so that's kind of tucked away nice and safe. And you'll notice that there's no divider here between the storage bays, so if you get some of them longer items, you can get them in there. And then you may have already seen that it does pass through all the way to the other side. So in this gas coach, you're going to have two furnaces. So you got a Suburban furnace here, and then you also got another one there. So if one fails, you've still got one to keep you going and keep smashing bugs until you can get to a service center. You do have your wet bay here with your water filter. I do like how you've got the ability to turn on your water pump from here. You can turn on a light. So if you're working at night, I like the fact they've got the 90-degree elbow. So it's a little easier to run your hose if you need to. Hot and cold water shower, cable hookup for like cable TV if the RV park actually supplies it. If you want to bring solar along, you do have solar hookups. So if you've got those portable solar panels, you can plug them right into there and it'll keep your batteries charged. And then coming up here, we do have our 5500 Onan generator, and you'll notice the storage here, nice big wide, and goes all the way to the other side. So a ton of storage there. And this will be our electrical cord. This is where you would store it with. You do have the inverter there with the surge guard protection. And let's see if we can tell you what size this is. That'll be a 2000 watt Magnum Energy inverter. Now coming to the back, we're greeted with this beautiful cap. I mean, Tiffin just does such a great job with their paint job. You do have that badging up there, the Allegro Open Road. We've got our 5,000 pound hitch down below. Our fuel tank is positioned in such a way, doesn't matter where you pull up, you can fill up from either side. And then you'll notice on the top right, you'll see a little rubber mount up there. It says Lippert. That's going to be an area where you can hook on an adjustable ladder. So that way you can get access up onto the roof if you need it. Now, this is something that you typically do not see in a Class A gas motorhome. Typically, this is something that you would see. Oh, we got double lock here. Wow, good job, Tiffin. So I like how that slides out nice and easy. But then these disconnects here where you can turn off your house batteries or turn on and off the inverter. But then you also notice off to the right of that, you've got some breakers. So if, for instance, your fridge quits working, your macerator toilet, your entry step quits coming out, instead of trying to find a fuse, all you have to come out here is push that button and it resets it and you're off and running. Saves a lot of time. We got our propane tank. Again, this is going to be that pass-through storage just above it. So maybe a big long picnic table, maybe an area to put a patio rug. We got access to the backside of your refrigerator here. It is going to have water lines. So instead of having a tech come out and pull the refrigerator out to get to the where they can diag it, they can do a lot of that work right from here. So very tech friendly, very customer friendly. You got your Truma AquaGo hot water heater system. So nice to have on-demand hot water. Got your fresh water tank, and again, very tech friendly, right? If for some reason these sensors quit working, it's very easy for a tech to get in, get out, right? So very, I would say, very smart in the way they built this coach. This is going to be central vac. You'll notice the central vac off there to the left. And then you've got nice big open bay, and it does on this side pass all the way to the other side. And if you guys like to tailgate, hang out, maybe watch news in the morning, drink your favorite cup of joe, you do got your LG TV, sound bar, you do got a USB port, so if you want to have a charge port here to charge up phones, you could definitely do that. You got a Girard awning there on the sidewall, and then this is going to have the Girard slide toppers over the slides too, so you guys get to your RV park, slides out, those slide toppers will protect the slides. So otherwise, if you're somewhere and there's pine needles or leaves, you might have to get up on a ladder and sweep the top of that off before bringing the slides in. So this will save you a lot of time, grief over time. Now, as we get ready to come in, you'll notice we're getting this beautiful badge here, just nicely done. As we get ready to come in, we got that double step coming in, nice little grab handle, and it does have a nice, we got that diamond shield right here to protect the wear and tear on the paint, and just nice way to get in here. And then I'm greeted with this stainless handle coming in. So they really thought about it all. Now, coming into the coach, a couple of nice things up here in the cockpit. You are going to notice on the passenger side here, there is a window over there. So, you know, even the pet can sit there and actually enjoy a nice view, and they can see what's going on with Mother Nature. So I think that's a pretty neat design. You do have power seats on both sides of the coach. You got adjustable arms here. And keep in mind, not all coaches have that. So you'll notice we got a couple of cup holders right here, little catch-all here maybe for some phones. You've got your side cameras, your backup camera, radio. Does have the Lippert auto leveling system, push a button, walk away, levels itself. If you're looking for an area where you can plug in a phone, you've got a USB-C and a USB port right there. Then you also got a 12 volt where you can plug in maybe an adapter if you need more, and you got a 110 outlet down below. It's kind of nice. You got a mix of cluster here. You got more of an analog mix with a partial digital display up there. Right now we're showing 27 hours on the generator. I don't have to go to a control panel. I can see it from right there. You're going to notice we do have an auxiliary start. So if for some reason I come out here, my chassis batteries are dead, I can push that auxiliary start, use the house batteries to jump the engine. All right, now since we've got the slides closed, I am going to walk through this just so you guys can see this. I'm about 260 pounds, 6'1" with my shoes on. So this will give you a good idea. We'll see if I can get into the bathroom. So pretty easy. I can get into the bathroom, and then let's see if we can get into the refrigerator. So we can open the refrigerator door about 3/4 of the way. And let's see, am I gonna make it through? Little tight when you got about a 42-inch waist. And I say you can open the door about 90% on this side. So you can still have access to the refrigerator, very easy access to the kitchen, easy access to the bathroom, and actually pretty easy for a guy like me to walk through here, even with everything shut up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open these guys up. So I really do appreciate that Tiffin has really done a good job of upgrading their slide systems. Before, you used to have these slide mechanisms where you'd hear this sound going nee, 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 nee. If you guys have that now, you know what I'm talking about. But you can hear just how quiet these slides are. They are just smooth and very quiet and very reliable. So they've done a lot. They've been there, done that, wrote the book as far as going through their Trail of Tears and figuring out how to really dial in their slide mechanism. So I have to give them credit where credit is due. Now, Let's see here. We got, so looks like we've got another slide back here. Let's go ahead and extend that one. Now for such a short little motorhome, right? We're in a 34 PA, so this is going to put you about 35 foot. You're going to have 4 slides. We're talking 4 slides for a coach. It's about 35 foot. So if you want to get into those national parks, it's going to be very nice to have a coach that is that short. But you can see as this thing is nice and opened up, does give you a really nice big open space. And with the opposing slides, a lot of room in their back bedroom. When we get there, you're going to see it's got the opposing slides. Just offers itself a lot of nice space. Now up here, you're going to notice I'm going to turn the engine off because it will not work when the engine's on. But turn the key, and then we bring the bed down. So it's nice to have the overhead bunk. So if you got grandkids or just guests that want to kind of stay the night, you got this nice little mattress right here. It does have the European style box spring. Now if you don't have kids, you can treat it like storage. You could always take this out, replace it with a foam block, shadow box. Maybe you got drones, camera equipment, and you can make this a nice little storage area. So a lot of great things you can do with this RV. Dinette right here that makes into a bed. So this will down, you can make a nice bed here. You're not giving up storage because wherever it looks like Tiffin could put a cabinet, they did it. You're going to notice you don't see the hardware, right? Hidden hinges. So definitely nice. Looks like they got a paint touch-up kit. Always nice to have. You know, accidents happen. You get out there, you bump a rock, you bump a tree branch. It's always nice to have that kind of stuff with you. And then over here you got a couch. Let's just see, what is it? This is going to be a hide-a-bed. Let's do this, because if you've got a family, this is going to be important to you. So if it's important to you guys, it's important to me. So let's go ahead and bring this open. And then that way we can see what kind of space we're working with. Just bring this out. Okay. So let's see, we got sleeping for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll notice all the space we got here in the walkway. If you really needed to, you could get yourself probably a small little airbed, and you can sleep 7, maybe even 8 people, and you're pretty comfortable. Your guests, they're kicking back here. You've got the nice fireplace going. This does put out heat. You've got the nice LG TV here with the sound bar. I like the accent lighting here behind the TV. The chairs up front do turn around and face the TV, so you can sit down and face your TV. Got some nice overhead storage here. A lot of times companies will just put doors up there, but they don't actually have no functional space. So I like the fact they took the time to make a cabinet out of that. Let's see, what do we got down here? So we got some drawers that extend quite a ways. So nice drawers, all soft closing drawers. I really like that. Then we got more storage, guys. If you're into cooking and pots and pans is your thing, and utensils, you've got a ton of room for such a short little coach. And they even did a good job with this. So you can control the temperature on your hot water down here. Got a place for your garbage can, place for your countertop covers. They really did think of it all. Got your nice window here so you can keep tabs on your friends and family, because this is going to be patio side. This is where everybody hangs out. You can double stainless sink, under mounted. Very nice, easy for cleanup. Let's see, yep, gooseneck faucet there. And over here we got our nice cooktop here, triple burner, removable grates. And I do like the fact that we got an oblong burner here, so if you got a pancake pan, the family's gonna love you. So we got our 2 USB ports, 110. You've got a 110 just above. You got another 110 right here, and then you got another 110 right there. So you got all the power you need for your different appliances. We got a convection oven just above. Now this is going to be an LG, so they spared no expense on brand names. Let's see here. So this is also an air fryer. So air fryer, microwave, and convection oven. So 3 in 1, pretty cool. Then we got access to an outlet there. Now this is typically, if something trips, it's usually a GFI. This is where you'd come to reset it. So central vac, and this is just for looks, guys, because on the other side of this is going to be your shower. So a lot of times they do this so that you can have access to the different plumbing, different components of your shower and electrical. But I do like the fact you got a nice little grab handle right here. No seams in the shower base or in the sidewall, all one piece. Aquamizer, so you can preheat your water before it ever comes out of the shower head. If it gets too bright, which it was today, I can close that off, which is super. In a gas motorhome, look at there, stack washer dryer. Genius, right? Coming through here, we got our porcelain toilet. We've got a little tiny storage cubby here behind you. Towel rack, overhead storage here. Look how deep that is. Wow. I mean, that is deep. I was expecting maybe something that deep, but that is really, really deep. And then we got our medicine cabinet here. Another pretty decent, pretty deep medicine cabinet there. Under mounted sink. What do we got here? Just good storage. Let's open it up. Yep. Okay, and still all soft closing drawers. So very nice quality in construction in their cabinets, in their countertops, in their all their different things like their toilets and their sinks. They really spared no expense. So LG refrigerator, it's got the lock on it. That's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about your groceries falling out. Got the fresh air filter right there, so always nice to have that. You can throw away the baking soda box, and you'll notice right here to the left, this does have a filtered water dispenser. So if you got a tumbler or a bottle, you want to fill it up with water, you can get purified water right out of that dispenser. Down below, we got our basement freezer, ice maker, all things that are a necessity and a must when you're out there glamping. Now, before we get to the technology part of things, let's go ahead and show you the pantry. These are all adjustable shelving, so nice to have all that extra storage. All right, give that a couple turns and you're locked. So control central here, you can check your tank levels, you can check where you're at with your temperatures, control our lights, and we've got our generator here where you can check your battery levels. You can control your auto gen start. It'll let you know whether you're connected to shore or if you got your generator running. You notice how this line is lit up, so that's telling us that we're connected to shore power. We can control our rear and our front climate controls here. And let's see here, slide controls and settings. We can control our different vents here for our ceiling fans. So you can shut that off. And then coming in, you're greeted with a king bed. Now remember guys, we are a 35-foot motorhome. This is a 34 PA floor plan. Wow. With the 4 slides, this just gives you so much space, and to be able to get a king bed in such a small little unit, I mean, it's just, it's an engineering genius is what it is. You've got nice overhead cabinetry here. You got an outlet over here. I'm not sure if you've got one over here, so let's check. I mean, you do have outlets on both sides of the bed, but yeah, they did. So you got an outlet up in the cabinet in both sides. You got outlets on both sides of the wall, and you do have USB ports on both sides, along with some smaller cabinets there as well. So they spent the money and gave you guys power where you'd want it. We got some nice overhead cabinetry here. We got 110, couple USB charging ports there as well. We've got some drawers. Let's see what those look like. Yep, all soft closing. I just love soft closing cabinets, right? If you're a homeowner and you are getting your kitchen remodeled, this is something that you probably wanted to option. What is that? Pantry, closed pantry. or closed hamper I meant to say. You've got your on and off light there, so when you open it up, lights up automatically. And just the other side of that. Now we did talk about that little rubber stopper there on the back side of the motorhome. So you'll notice the little hooks here. When you extend it out, you hook it on that, and that gives you access to the roof. All right. We've got our DVD player here, so a little entertainment cabinet, LG TV. Now this does, this will swing out. So if you need the extra ability to kind of face where you guys are laying, you do have that option. So we got some really nice drawers here, soft clothing. And now this last drawer, if you pull on it, this is just a false front, but this is going to give you access to your breakers and then storage to your electrical. So I like how they dressed it up. I mean, this is something that they obviously didn't have to do. They could have probably just put it underneath the bed or left it exposed like that. In a lot of RVs, you'll see this panel kind of exposed, but the fact that they didn't do that with this, I really do appreciate the extra time, effort, and money that they put into making it look like it's part of the cabinet. So, well guys, that is a super quick peek at this beautiful Tiffin Allegro open road. If you guys would like to start your next adventure in this beautiful coach, give me a call. Lance here again at Transwest out of Belton, Missouri. You can reach me at 208-290-5750. I look forward to hearing from you.